How's it going, guys? Stas here. Welcome back to another video. So we have 5 companies today, 5 stocks to break down. I'm pretty sure four of these reported earnings. So we're going to break down some earnings, the charts, where my head's at on these stocks, on these companies, and we're going to dive deeper into this one stock I'm watching very closely right now. So guys, let's dive into it. Hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, do all that good stuff. And with that being said, let's dive right into the video. And overall, the indices today, guys, we're all over the place. A little red, a little green. The Russell actually went up a little bit, but all the other major indices in the US, guys, the Dow, the S&P, the NASDAQ, those were down on the day. Not too bad, but they were down about 0.3 to 0.4% on the S&P, Dow, and the NASDAQ. And with that being said, we're not going to dive too deep into the indices. Not a crazy day, overall. Maybe oil did go up a little bit. The VIX went down a little bit. It's at 15, so pretty low for the VIX. I don't want to spend too much time on that because we have earnings to break down, and this company I'm watching very closely, which we'll talk more about here in a couple of minutes. So CoreWeave ended up reporting earnings, and guys, did you see the pop? It is up to $103 in the aftermarket after closing at $90 per share. So percentage-wise, we're up around 15 to 16% in the aftermarket. And this is after they reported pretty good earnings, pretty strong guidance. So they reported a loss of $1.03 adjusted EPS, which beat the loss of $1.22 expected on revenue. Let's see, $2.57 billion versus $2.56 expected. So double beat out of CoreWeave. And when it comes to guidance, I'm pretty sure I just saw it. They see Q3 sales of $3.45 to $3.6 billion versus $3.42 expected. So they beat EPS, beat revenue. They guided up for Q3, and it looks like they raised their full year 26 sales from 12 to 13 billion, now to 12.4 to 13.2 billion dollars versus 12.62 expected. So very good guidance for Q3 for the full year. Double beat for CoreWeave, and the stock is popping. And I was close to actually adding some CoreWeave for a trade, but I was like, let me wait till after earnings, and now it's popping. I like it. So on any pullback here, I'm looking to enter CoreWeave. My alert's at 95. It didn't trigger because, well, the market's not open yet, but we're well above that. Now I'm going to be looking for a pullback anywhere to 95, 98, and I think we could potentially get that in the coming days here, maybe tomorrow, who knows, right? That's what I'm watching out for on that type of a report. Good guidance. I love it. And we also got earnings out of SMCI. This stock closed at $31.60. Now it's up to $34 in the aftermarket, and we actually got the $35.10, an 11% pop for Supermicro Computer. This company reported earnings per share. Let me see if I can find it down here, guys, of $1.70. That beat the 62-cent estimate, that killed the 62 estimate, as sales came in at $11.12 billion, missing the $12.33 billion estimate. So not great, not great sales out of SMCI with that miss, but they did beat EPS, and their guidance was very good, which is why the stock's going up. And listen, stocks are forward-looking vehicles. Their Q1 GAAP EPS guidance is 88 to 98 cents versus the 46-cent estimate. And for Q1, they're guiding for sales, get this, guys, get this, of $14.5 to $15.5 billion versus the $12 billion estimate. This is why the stock's going up, and they expect 2027 net sales, the range to be between $65 and $72 billion versus the $53 billion estimate. So again, stocks are forward looking. That's why we're jumping like this. And honestly, I don't trust this company too much, but this could continue on that big of a beat and that awesome of guidance, you know what I mean? So my alert's at $35 on SMCI. That's a big resistance. We're not above it yet. We tested it. We got hit. If that's able to break, though, this could go higher. And we also got numbers out of Lumentum, ticker LITE. This stock's up a little bit, not much, about a couple percentage points, pretty good. Yeah, about 3% in the aftermarket. It's trading at $8.45 right now. Let's see, earnings came in at adjusted EPS that's the guidance, $3.23. That beat the $2.97 estimate on sales of $1 billion, guys, versus $987 million. So very nice double beat out of Lumentum, and they see Q1 adjusted EPS of $4.05 to $4.35 versus $3.61 expected on sales of $1.22 to $1.27 versus $1.15 billion. So very good guidance out of Lumentum, double beat. It makes sense why the stock's going up after being down a good chunk over the last couple of months. Now it's starting to gain some momentum again. We're back over these moving averages, golden cross, where, we're seeing a cup and handle potentially starting to play out. This looks strong. I like it. I'm not in Lumentum. I've been trading Coherent all year. I'm in GLW right now, but, it's one that I'm watching closely. Another one I'm watching here, guys, is Iveda Solutions, ticker IVDA on the NASDAQ, which I believe we talked about a couple of weeks ago, and this part of the video is on their behalf. And listen, this company is doing a lot when it comes to AI surveillance, and I want to break down what I'm looking at here. So again, IVDA on the NASDAQ, and they're essentially making your existing cameras. Think about the cameras you see on the street, right? Whether you're in the bank, hospital, whatever. Think about those cameras. They're making those existing cameras smarter, the systems smarter, and essentially, guys, their AI, Iveda AI, integrates easily with these cameras, right, and your existing infrastructure, and it uses agentic AI powered setup, right, a setup to deploy access quickly across 10, 100, or even 10,000 cameras, right? So it's built to scale. And instead of simply watching, right, your cameras can now detect what matters and trigger action in real time. And it's powered by over 30 advanced AI analytics, instant alerts, and sub 2-section forensic search, and more. And it delivers real-time alerts that enable immediate, meaningful action from video surveillance data. And you guys can see here some of the data. And listen, guys, it's a complete security solution from parking management, right? Perimeter solution, risk mitigation, investigation, access control, right? Across the board here. And when we're looking at the overall global surveillance market, right? Get this, that's projected to reach over $144 billion by 2027. And this company, what they're doing is extremely scalable with Iveda AI. Again, whether you have, 10, 100 cameras, 1,000, 10,000, this is scalable, which is why I like this company right now. And I'm watching it, and I've been doing more research into it. And they have other products because this use case can be used in other industries, right? Like Iveda Care. Listen to this. It's all about protecting your loved ones. Iveda Care can be installed in all private living areas as a camera-less private solution to securing seniors' living quarters. And through their Iveda's AI-backed Iveda Care mobile app, seniors and their family circle can actually track activity and set up who will be alerted of possible falls, abnormal behavior, and even for check-ins or medicine reminders. And Iveda Care includes a suite of additional sensors for even greater care. So this is key to the technology. And beyond that, they have ViewMast AR, which is a powerful machine learning software that actually leverages pre-existing hardware to eliminate biases and risks to empower better decision making across your organization. And the Iveda Smart Drone. This cloud connected drone is well integrated with Iveda's advanced Sentinel video surveillance and Iveda AI's powerful analytics, and from aerial patrols to mission critical tasks, the Iveda Smart Drone is ready to take your operations to new heights, right? And we can see this, and you can learn more about this on their investor relations page. And of course, I'll leave a link down below. Check it out, guys. And we just got some news regarding Iveda as they led the way in the EU AI Act readiness for Europe's $18 billion intelligence industry. So a couple days ago, the company announced the completion of a comprehensive European Union Artificial Intelligence Act readiness initiative, right? Positioning Iveda AI for continued responsible deployment as the company expands across Europe. This is key, guys. And the initiative combines a documented risk classification assessment with an extensive governance framework addressing human oversight, transparency, data protection, AI fairness, prohibited uses, and ongoing life cycle management. And again, when it comes to their expansion in Europe, this is massive news as well. The company recently established Iveda Spain and Madrid as its first European operations center and centered into a strategic partnership with Premion, a leading provider of converged security and workforce management solutions serving approximately 5,000 customers worldwide. And this company needs to expand, and they're doing that. They're making the moves. I like this piece of news. So again, Iveda Solutions, IVDA on the NASDAQ, add them to your watch list. Now, let's continue on. Let's talk about Kava. Kava's popping like crazy right now in the aftermarket, guys. A lot of these stocks are moving today in this video, man. Not bad. Not bad after earnings. This stock closed at $61 pretty much, and it got all the way to 70, 15% pop. Now it's trading. It cooled off a bit, but it's still trading up to $68 a share. This thing is currently up 11% in the aftermarket. And look, I'm not a big fan right now of investing in a Kava, and a Chipotle, and a Wendy's. Yeah, I mean, you could make money, but I'm not in the business of investing in these restaurants right now. Maybe one day, we'll see. I'll trade them. But hey, it's good news. The company is doing pretty well. At least they did last quarter. We'll see here the guidance if we can find it. They reported 19 cents EPS versus 18 cents expected on sales of $365 million versus $360 million expected. Not bad for Kava. Same store restaurant sales increased 9%. Very key figure there. Anything on guidance? I am not seeing anything on guidance. I might have to dive deeper into the earnings report. So I'm not going to do that in this video. We'll do that later. But overall, man, this thing is trying to break out. Even with this pop, it's not breaking out. We're actually now trading still in this channel that we've been in for months at this point. And yeah, maybe Kava does break through and starts going towards 80, 85. Even then, it wouldn't be fully breaking out based on this chart. What do you guys see, or what do you guys think? That's what I'm seeing. But good report, and a lot of these stocks again are doing well earnings wise. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. Join the Patreon if you want to keep up with my portfolio updates, trades, private Discord. All that's linked down below, pinned in the comments, or go to StasTalksStocks.com/Patreon. I'll see you in there. Have a great rest of your day.